Good morning, friend. We are discussing about a Vision IS 5 IS question. Let's discuss the first question. First question you can correlate it with the environment section. And the first question is related to the Global Environment Outlook report is published by which of the following organization or institution? At the first in front of you are the World Bank, UNEP, IUCN and the World Nature Organization, WNO. Second question is related to the golden rice. Golden rice is nothing but a type of a thing that are started by the West Bengal government, in which they are giving the golden rice to the people through the PDA system, so that the deficiency of the ammonia because they are present in very much high amount, and arsenic that should be registered. So that is the main idea. Let's see the statement regarding this is golden rice. It is a genetically modified rice variety consumed by the vitamin to counter vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin A deficiency leads to the eye problem, the color blindness in the people, and the efficiency of the eye is reduced. Number second, production involves gene transfer from a bacterium, and that's why they are grown. Number third, due to its unique characteristic, it cannot be bred with the local variety. So you have to choose the correct option from them. We again repeat it for the you people. Golden rice is question is regarding golden rice about it is a genetically modified rice and consumed counter vitamin A deficiency. Its production involves gene transfer from the bacterium. Due to its unique characteristic, it cannot be bred with the local varieties. So you have to choose the correct option from there. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the milk production in India, and you can correlate it with the economic and IR section, whatever you want it to be, say, because it is the thing that we are exported or imported, and you can by this you can correlate it with the economy. And when we are talking about the milk, you can simply relate it with the agriculture section, and it is also with the part of the economy. So let's see the first statement in front of you. In India, more than 80% of the milk produced in solid in the organized sector. It means 80% of the milk that we procure by the organized sector, in which the money that is determined by the organization as a whole, and that has a peculiar characteristic of this organized market. Number second, Gujarat is the largest milk producing state in India, and option in front of you are, and that can be asked the question because the WhatsApp thing we are not signing because of this reason only, because the milk product that are that are affected because of the low quality milk of the New Zealand and the low production cost of the milk of the New Zealand and Australia, where they are producing a huge number and their population is not enough to consume almost, so they have to export, and the area is large basically as compared to India. In the New Zealand, for example, they are said that there is a so much cattle or buffalo milk animal is there as 5 times of the population that they had, right? Fourth question is, with reference to the cultural history of the India, consider the following statement about the Lal Dada. You can correlate it with the history, basically art and culture. He was a Kashmiri mystic poet of the Shivaji school of philosophy. He are talked. Second, she was the creator of the poetry called Vatsun or Vakha. We again repeated with reference to the cultural history of India about Lal Dada. Lal Dada is nothing but a type of a woman or a female, you can say, because she is used there. She was a Kashmiri mystic poet of the Shaivism school of philosophy. She was the creator of the poetry called Vatsun and Vakha, and the option in front of you are first and second, and neither one neither two. Let's see the next question. Next question you can correlate it with the modern history section, where the huge type of a statement based question is given. Let's see. She was an Indian political activist. She was an Indian political activist and advocate for the women's rights. Let's see the next question. Next question is an Indian political activist. She was the question that are given in the first statement is given. She was an Indian political activist and advocate for the women's rights who unfurled the first version of the Indian national flag at the International Socialist Congress held at Stuttgart, Germany in 1907. See, it is a famous personality and it is advocated for the women's right, and who unfurled or hoisted the first version of the Indian national flag. And what is the first version? There is nothing. There is the orange color here. Here is the green color, and here is the white color. There is no charkha and no 24 spokes stick of the Dharma Chakra of the Ashoka. It is not just like today's national flag is consisting it of. But at that point of time there is nothing like that, right? Let's see. She gave a lecture to mobilize public opinion against the British rule in India, especially among the expatriate Indians in Paris. Her home became a headquarters for those agitating against British rule in India. And which of the following personality have described in the passage given below? So number first in front of you are Mira Alphonse, second is Annie Besant, number third is the Madam Bikaji Kama, number fourth is the Malay Delian Slade. So you have to choose the correct option from there. She is the political leader. She first hosted the unfurled version of the Indian national flag in Stuart in Germany basically. Let's see the answer of the first question. Global environment outlook. The specular question is UNEP. I already discussed it about with you people in the same session. Let's see. The global environment outlook is often referred to as United Nations Environment Flagship Program Assessment. Global environment outlook is nothing but a type of series of the report on the environment issued periodically by the United Nations Environment Program UNEP. The first publication 1997 it was published, and core function of the organization is to create the awareness in general. United Nations General Assembly resolution had established United Nations in 1972 in the Kenya, and that is in Africa. The United Nations program in 1972 it all made. The first environment outlook is a concept, so that is the whole thing, and it is not so much so. Yeah, you should not remember like that. Just you should know about the what type of the organization, what is the its purpose, and which of the organization is report it published. Second, golden rice, it is consists with reference to the golden rice. Golden rice is nothing. It is a genetically modified rice variety consumed to the counter vitamin A. That is also correct. It is production involves gene transfer from bacterium. That also be correct. Due to its unique characteristic, it cannot know it can be bred. That is the peculiar good characteristic, and people are not even questioning the whole sensitivity of the crop. Let's see. Statement is first is correct because golden rice is a variety of the rice produced through genetic engineering to biosynthesize beta carotene, a precursor of vitamin A, in the edible part of the rice. It intended to produce a fortified food to grown and consumed in areas with the shorter of the dietary vitamin A. Statement second is also correct because golden rice technology is based on the simple principle that rice plant possesses the whole machinery to synthesize beta carotene, and while this machinery is fully active in leaves, part of it turned off in the grain. Okay. It means that the plant of rice has beta carotene in their stem and the other leaves, but when the grain that are parted off, that does not contain the beta carotene, although the plant itself has contained. By adding only two genes, a plant 14 synthesis and soil bacterium 14, it means that two things are added externally. The pathway is turned back on to add beta carotene in their grain. So that is the main logic of making this technology, and two things are added. One thing is related to the bacteria, and second is the plant phenotype synthesis that should be added externally, so that the beta carotene that is present in the plant of the rice that should be gone in the rice itself. Statement third is not correct because it would suffice to merely introduce one golden rice variety onto the market. Vitally, the sufficient crop diversity prevailed that the variety are adapted to culture tradition suitable to the cultural cultivation conditions. The golden rice state is therefore grown in many varieties as possible. So you can read from there. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the economy section. I already talked about. In India, more than 80% of the milk produced is sold in organized. That is not the case because of this thing only. The black market of the milk is also be there, and the production of the milk is much more higher than the we counted. Gujarat is the largest. No, Gujarat is not because it is a small state, but we can say Uttar Pradesh is because of the largest population and largest area, and cattle milching is there found. So that is not the case with the Gujarat, but the UP itself. India is the world largest producer and consumer of the dairy. Because why it be so? Because the population is so high, and the milching animal is also found, and the important product also we are dependent upon. The dairy industry in India was worth of INR 5,000 billion in 2016. If you are talking about in India is also globally the largest milk producing country in 1997. In India, the cooperative and the private dairy have access to only 20% of milk produced. Approximately 34% of milk is sold in unorganized sector, while 46% consumed locally. So that's why this is the whole thing. This is the comparison to most of the developed country, where almost 90% of the surplus milk is passed through the organized sector. So that is the grave condition in India. Uttar Pradesh is the largest milk producer, followed by Rajasthan. So second is not correct because there is the option in the we found the Gujarat, and the Gujarat is not the correct here. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the culture history of India. You should consider the following statement. Lal Ded is nothing. She is a Kashmiri mystic poet of the Shaivism school of philosophy. She was a creator of the poetry called Vastun and the Vakhaz. So it is a type of factual question. No need to worry about this type of question because it has the tougher side of the thing. Let's see the explanation here. Born in modern day Kashmir, 14th century, Kashmiri saint and mystic poet of Lal Ded, Mother Lala, she also called known as La or Lakeshwari. She married at the age of 12 into a family that was reported to have regularly mistreated her. After becoming a disciple of the Siddh Shrikant, she renounced her material life and marriage to become a devotee of the god Shiva. As a mistress, she wandered naked, reciting her proverb and a quatrain-based poem. Lal Dad often used his poetry as a peaceful means of engagement with both Shaivism and Sufism. She was the creator of her style of the mystic poetry called the Vastu Nurvakhas, literally speech, and known as the Lal Vakhas. Her verses are the earliest composition in the Kashmiri language, are an important part of the history of border Kashmiri literature. So, and if you are talking about the second statement, it will also be correct. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the Madam Bikaji Kama, which she was an Indian political activist and advocate of women's rights who unfurled the first version of Indian flag at the International School of Congress at the Stuttgart in Germany in 1907. She gave lecture to mobilization of public opinion. It is home like the expatriate of the British who against the British in India. So it play important role, and the lady name is Madam Bikaji Kama. So you should remember. I think in 1915 she died. Let's see. Or returned in India. Let's see. Madam Bikaji Kama, born in 1861. She was an Indian political activist and advocate to women's rights who had unique distinction of unfurling the first version of the Indian national flag. That is the tricolor. See, that is the tricolor. Green, saffron and red stripes are found at the International Socialist Congress held at Stuttgart, Germany in 1907. During her stay in London, she met Dadabhai Naoroji and she influenced by him was strong critic of the British economic policy in India and began working to the Indian National Congress. So, she also came to contact with other nationalists including Veer Savarkar, Lala Hardayal Singh, and in 1907 conference in Stuttgart, Germany, Kama travelled abroad on an external lecture tour to mobilize public opinion against the British. If we are talking about the when rumor began that she would be deported from England, she moved in 1909 to Paris, where her home became her headquarters of those agitating for Indian independence there. She helped Lala Hardayal launch the revolutionary paper Bande Mataram, copies of which were smuggled into the Indian from London. So that is the whole story and the patriotic story of this lady, that is the Madam Bikaji Kama. So it is the influence that are included in the spectrum also. You can read from the spectrum about her in a much more detailed way and what is the corresponding other leader who at that point of time contemporary to her and play important role in the Indian National Congress and Indian National Movement basically. 5% of COVID-19 cases to be tested for the whole genome sequences. Second, in 2021 election commission to push for the absentee voting. International blue flag hosted at 8 beaches across the country. We already discussed about them. Indian national power plant with poor ash utilization must acknowledge that is the need for that thing. So maintaining 4% inflation appropriation for India is the Bank of India's paper. So it is very important to contain this inflation rate. 90% of the elected village panchayat are empty Narega. Just a minute. Women in Kerala, that is a good thing. Adopt a heritage Apni Dharovar, Apni Panchanam project is unfurled. That is Setu ship channel set to be wounded up. Then in Namosoli. And next is the consortium for medicine plant. Then in the Malayali tribe. Let's see. Giant red rock bee honey, a unique variant of honey sold from the Malay tribe, was added to tribe India collection. Malay is a tribe group from the Eastern Ghat in North Tamil Nadu. Tribe are usually hill farmer and they cultivate different type of millet. Let's see the China Pakistan economic or what is the status of their progress. China defended progress of CPEC aimed report of the recent or Pakistan ability to pay back loans. CPEC is a bilateral project connecting China Xi Jinping with the Pakistan Gwadar port and it regarded the flagship project and that they are motivating and they are wanted to go with that. Let's see the next thing. Okay, today we are discussing about all the constitutional body and how many are constitutional body that we today read is 9. Number first is Election Commission, second is the UPSC, number third is the SPSC, next is the Finance Commission, National Commission for the Scheduled Caste, National Commission for the Scheduled Tribe, CAG, Attorney General of the and Advocate General at the state level. Let's see the composition of the Election Commission. 2 other members, and the determination of their accounting is dependent upon the president. Appointment is done by the president. I'm really sorry, I wanted to say Pakistan. And selection panel is nothing. Tenure is 6 years or 65 years. Service condition if you are talking about the by president. Removal, who has the authority. CS remove shame as the Supreme Court judge of the election commission. So that is the whole case. Report that they are not submitted, they need to submit basically. Reappointment, they are not debarred from joining the services, so or the government services basically. And other remark is they are not charged for the Consolidated Fund of India. So you have to remember UPSC if you are talking about the selection of the president, and selection panel is nothing like that. 6 years or 65 years their age, service condition by president, and the peculiar characteristic that they have is they are the removed. I think that is not through president. There is a basically यहाँ पे various conditions are, for example, misbehavior, incapacity, bankruptcy like that, and president submit a report to the president, and reappointment is not eligible, and Consolidated Fund of India from they are charged. SPS is same like that, but the here service condition are determined by the governor, but the appointment is by the governor, but removal is done by the president. So that is the peculiar characteristic. For example, finance commission if you are talking about, chairman plus 4 members are there. It is appointed by the president. Selection panel is nothing, specified by the president. Tenure specified by the president. Service condition by president, and this report president eligible. National Commission for Scheduled Tribe, and president he select करते 3 year there is कार्यकाल, and the appointment and the report is submitted by the president through the president. And if you are talking about the attorney general, president is, and the tenure is specified by the government, not by the president. So that is the specified thing. I think they are not given in a very detailed way. And we are let's see the next thing. Okay, that is the water bodies that they are found in. Let's see, there is the equator, there is the Californian. What is the shape of this, and this, right? And there is Australia, there is small countries like that. Okay, I like that the whole shape of the earth. The California current, Labrador current, Greenland, Canary, Benguela current is in Atlantic Ocean, Peru current in the Pacific Ocean, West Australian current in Indian Ocean, Oyasho current is found there. By this we are ending the session. Hope you like that.